Hi, everybody. Just give me a quick sec. Well, thanks everyone for joining us this evening. My name is Brett Griffin, living in central Canada in a little small community called Shoal Lake, Manitoba. Just a beautiful, gorgeous day today. I'm excited to share this information with really not only my personal profile on Facebook, but we've got hundreds of guests joining us from all over the world here this evening. I'm going to go straight to them. My friends from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Don and Nancy Carson.
Hey, thanks, Brett. Appreciate that. We're looking forward to sharing. Nancy, I know we're in the spirit. She's been my little elf. Like, you can't even imagine all the decorations she's been putting everywhere. Pretty exciting. You're making the best of what we've got this year. So, Nancy, this is going to be fun to share tonight, isn't it?
Well, I'm looking forward to this call, and I just want to give Brett a personal thank you. I've been sitting here enjoying this pen, and I read what it says, and it says Lakeview Comforts on it, and I'm going, oh, this is Brett's pen. It's a fabulous pen.
Yeah, that's right. It's a business that he's created out of the home for many years. So tonight we're going to have a great evening. We're hoping you join us for both sections of the evening. The first section is going to be a little bit about what we do in this home business space, what we believe has been a game changer for us, why it's been such a powerful part of our personal growth story, and where we like to think that our lifestyle is being enhanced in many ways. So we want to share a little bit of a PowerPoint, give you some indications of what makes us tick. And then for those of you that are really inclined to learn what we're sharing with you, what that can mean to you in a big picture, we've invited three of the world's top income earners. They're actually part of the Hall of Fame in the world of network marketing to join us for a power hour of mastermind speaking. They're going to join us to share their thoughts around some key points that we're going to bring to the table. And I believe that it's going to be a great, and we always say the learning's in the doing, but when you can learn from these quality people and share stories with them, it's going to be something that's going to be fascinating. So this first 25, 30 minutes is really about us sharing where we were, where we're going. And I'm going to take it from there. And Brett, I'll let you manage the space in the background. So Nancy, before we start, I know you're excited about this past weekend, and much of what we'll be talking about in that second section of our presentation tonight, which is the hour of Mastermind Power Hour, has got you really excited. I know you're super jacked about it.
Well, we just spent an entire weekend plugging in and firing up. For anybody that has been in this industry for any period of time, you have an understanding of how powerful it can be to move your mindset forward when you have some examples in front of you that have kind of walked the walk, and I'm really looking forward to finding out how that influenced everybody that was involved, and our own influences out of that.
Yeah. So let's get right into what really has got us so excited about this industry, what we call network marketing, but really the home-based business. So let me just share my screen, and we'll take you on a journey if we could, okay? And much of the journey you're going to see tonight is our kind of understanding of what makes us so excited about being able to do things out of our home. You know, when I really understand this slide, I try to paint a picture in my mind for anybody that has an image in their mind where they would like to live, the extraordinary life they would like to have one day. It could be a beach, it could be the mountains, it could be just floating in a canoe, it could be sitting somewhere that they're just comfortable. But for Nancy and I, we've had a lot of success in traditional spaces. We both had world-class businesses. We've sold one of our companies in the past that went on to a traded company publicly. We've had that kind of success, but what's fascinating is that the world continues to change before our eyes, and some of the successes we've had has led us to really get our head around this kind of equation, which is this millionaire's mindset. Yes, we've made millions of dollars, we've spent millions of dollars, we understand the concept of $1 million. But what most people don't understand is this network marketing business really is geared around helping more people make some money more often. And really, if you understand this slide, the key to it is that bottom number in this slide, which is $1,650 per month. And what that refers to is the amount of interest. If you were earning 2% on $1 million on deposit, you could generate per month. That's the cash flow. And so ultimately, cash flow is the most impressive motivator to the billionaires of the world. They're looking to acquire companies that can generate regular cash flow. And when you look at this type of industry, what's fascinating is that lots of businesses out there today, and we are a good example of that, in a blink of the eye can be taken away from you, right? The risk that you've put into all of your lives and everything you've done could be wiped out in a second. And this picture, tears us up many times when we think about it. It's a boat that we went through the windshield of back in 2014. Nancy shattered her ankle and her shoulder's been actually just recently, she had some more work done to it. But the key is, it could have been over and all the millions wouldn't have mattered. Our kids wouldn't have had a mom and dad that night when we came, we wouldn't have come home. But we got up the next day, and that picture on the right is us the next day. We had to decide that we had to move forward and figure out what we wanted to do because we weren't prepared. We didn't have it really ready for the future because in that second it could have been gone. And we're all experiencing that right now in our lives. The technology that's in front of us, the things that are changing rapidly, we don't have any control over it. I mean, businesses are getting wiped out regularly. It's sad in our world that we're in right now that, in fact, one big company in the bottom can make $1 trillionaire out of somebody, and all of these other businesses are going bankrupt, and jobs are being lost, and your friends and mine and the kids that used to have these entry-level jobs, they're all gone. And now we got the next issue. It's like, what happened? Like all of a sudden, drive down the street, and you see things right before your eyes happening, and we had no control over that. Yes, we're all in it together. Yes, we're doing what we got to do. But the real value to this is that we're all in the same position tonight. We're thinking about either our health or our finances or both. And what we've got to do to really get our head around growing, our own personal space is to figure out what the heck are we going to do about it? What is it really that's going to be motivating us? What's the why that makes us go? Why do we really have to worry about money when we have no time? Well, who cares about the money if you can't even use it? Can't even get out of the house to do anything with it? What about the health and the happiness? If you haven't got your health, what's the point? I always say, you have to really get your head around the fact that good health costs money and bad health costs more. So when you understand that, we get to the crossroads of our lives, right? We get to the point where we want to look across this bridge and imagine what we got to do if we want to get to the other side. What steps do we have to take to get to that other side? And what is it about that bridge that moves us? What's the excitement level we have in our lives, right? We are truly at a place where we are, regardless who we are, what we do, what we have in our lives right now, currently, if we're in relationships or not. And we want to look at that bridge and say, what about our health? What about our wealth? What do I got to do to be happy? Could I just have a real relaxing life ahead of me that gets me pumped and excited to help others grow? And that could be the bridge. And so many of us don't know what to do, right? We get challenged with this concept of owning your own business. So many of us think about being in business, but we'll never be able to afford it. We don't want to experience the loss of risk. And gosh, folks, it took me 8 years in my first company to break even. Most people can't make it past the first year. In all of our lives, the fact that we can control our own destiny is really interesting when you start understanding the concept of the home-based business. When you start understanding that it's as easy as just getting started here, just getting yourself on an equal playing field with the world, get in where you fit into the right space, and join the billions and billions of dollars being created by individuals just like you and I. Well, folks, this company happens to be the one we've hitched our wagon to. This is the company that actually makes me tick. My wife and I have been impassioned and joined over 5.5 years ago. And what really fascinates us is the ownership. The way this team of people really moves forward, really actually accelerates, is based on the passion of a man by the name of Dave Jordan. When you understand Dave and you get the behind the scenes version of who Dave is, with his hat on backwards, walking in the shirt with his Hawaii shirt and his shorts and his sneakers, and he's just who he is. When you really understand that, you are on a path of the right place at the right time, because this company is debt-free. This company is lining itself up with incredible formulators. This company is actually in a growth phase located out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This company is one that takes the home-based business and lets each and every one of us have a home run, right? Gives you the potential to be in this space and do what you want to do. But if you want to break through, we've got products. If you want to earn good money, guess what? You've got products that are backed up by Nobel Prize nominated scientists, and they're discovered. And we've got the most incredible formulators bringing products exclusively, even in the UK today and Europe. 3 new products were launched and they're going to be a home run. I already heard how many orders went out the first day, and those products will go global one day. Folks, you've got to understand that the world is in a place right now where it's looking for things to help them live longer. It's looking for things so that we can see our kids grow, get out of school, have children one day, watch our kids have kids. All of that comes from you understanding that, you know what, the world's overweight. The world's being bombarded with sugar in every direction. The world has so many things that needs products and services like ours. All you've got to do is get excited about a portfolio of products that is there for you to plug into. Pick and choose what you want. Now, I'm not going to go into all these products tonight, but I am going to invite a few people to share their stories. And I'm going to start with this gentleman on the right here, just to get his kind of his weight loss story. This is a good friend who introduced me tonight, Brett Griffin, on the right-hand side. Brett, I'm going to take my share off here. We've got a couple of folks that are going to join us tonight. So let's do this. Let's stop this and let's let you share a moment here about your weight loss journey here with this incredible company.
Thanks, Don. Starting off in August of 2015, I didn't think I needed to lose any weight. And, it's crazy. I just started drinking, and I'm typically not a coffee drinker. In fact, before starting with VALENTUS, I hadn't drank coffee on a regular basis. But you know what? I had one of these coffees for the very first time, and the energy that it gave me was just incredible. And I started consuming it every morning, and the pounds just kind of started melting away, just without any effort. I currently am now probably in the neighborhood of around 175 pounds. When I first got started, I was hovering at the 220 range. Maybe that's a little light, but anyways, around 50 pounds in total in weight loss. But more importantly, I just love the energy that it gives me, the focus that it provides, the mental clarity, and not only myself, but just sharing it with my family, sharing the pictures on my social media account really just grew a business, from me just consuming and being a product of the product. And I just love the fact that it was so easy. It was just about me sharing a product that was working wonderful for me and continues to working amazing. And I just want to tell the world, you should be drinking this coffee.
Yeah, and it's incredible because we've got other weight management products that you can all look into at valentusproducts.com. Find your niche. It could be coffee. It could be a beautiful drink we call Trim. The name is changing around the world. We've got some other, protein shakes and some things like that. Look into the portfolio. It's fantastic. Listen, let's look at another guest to share a product. Julie Litke, let's see if we can unmute you. I know you've had some great success with the skincare line, both on your personal level and sharing it for your customers that you're generating. Julie, have you unmuted yourself?
Yes, I have. And thank you so much, Don and Nancy. It's been a long time since I actually seen your smiling faces together and live.
Yeah, wonderful. And I see your happy pictures in the background of some holiday cheer. It's nice to see.
Oh, yeah.
Julie, you've had some great success. I know you're passionate about the skincare industry. Share with us your thoughts around this incredible product line of the two that we have.
Well, you know what? I am very excited about this. I have actually, the first network marketing company I ever joined was a company called Alouette Cosmetics. That was in 1978. So in 89, I actually became a makeup artist and esthetician. So I'm very much involved with cosmetics. I have always made sure to use a good skincare line. And when you reach my ripe age of 66, you start getting bags. And honestly, I woke up one morning, I thought, what the freak is these bags all about? So anyways, that's when we first got the Instant Youth. And seriously, that stuff is amazing. It's not long lasting, like it's 6 to 8 hours. But you know what? It is amazing because you can put that on, the bags disappear, the wrinkles tighten up, the laugh lines that get more than just one laugh line tighten up, and you look good to go for at least 8 hours. But not only that, the one I'm really excited about as well is the Ageless. Ageless is a serum, and that is what you need to feed your face every day. It's just that it's giving you food for the face. And with that and the Instant Youth, sealed deal. And with this Instant Youth with sampling program, it's amazing. I just talked to a salon owner this evening in Edmonton She's closed down, but guess what? She's looking for something else. And even at that, a product to use in her salon. So very excited. Very
Super excited, Julie. I know we've known each other for a while, and I'm so excited to see you as excited as you are. So congratulations, my friend.
Okay,
let's
thank
bring
you.
on somebody else who we all love and appreciate, Jackie Boyle from Australia. And Jackie, you have a great Immulin testimonial. So we've talked about weight loss, we've talked about skincare. Now the big thing is inflammation. The big thing is pain relief. The big thing is getting that body moving again. Jackie Boyle, could you just share a quick testimonial on Immulin for all of us, and then we'll go back to our regular compensation plan kind of presentation.
Thank you so much, Don and Nancy, for having us all on here. And look, my testimony are very short, but it's a very long one, so I'm going to try and compact it. But mine started at 2 hours old. So I spent the first 18 months in hospital. I was put up for adoption, and it was surgery at 2 hours old for me, and it just continued on, and it still continues. I have 6 major chronic conditions that I still deal with and manage. And I was at the stage of where I honestly had lost all hope. I was scheduled to be in a wheelchair by the time I was 51. That was a diagnosis. And Immulin come along into my life. Wow. But all of my conditions are inflammatory based. You know, I'm not proud of this, but I've gone down the suicide path. That's how much that I had lost hope. I didn't want to live. And that was the honest truth of it. I had to wake up in hospital and look at my 2 sons the next morning. It was pretty raw, to be quite honest. So I started taking Immulin. It was a pharmacist had brought it into my life, and I started taking this product, and gradually it started to assist me and support me. And one by one, the 14 medications that I was taking, I was able to drop them off one by one. And, you know, the greatest testimony that I can give is that through one of my conditions that I have, which is a bladder condition, I'm in day surgery every 3 months. The same urologist specialist, the same anaesthetist for 25 years. They started to notice the differences internally that obviously I couldn't see. And they even said last week was my last surgery. I went in for day surgery. And they just said it just is so remarkable. Besides the functionality of it, all of my symptoms are still there, but every single one of them have been able to be managed and supported by Immulin. But the icing on the cake for me is this perfect marriage over here of having 24/7 on top of it, because it's got 2 active ingredients the same. So between the 2, I have hope. You know, I've got a reason to live, and I want to share these products. I use other VALENTUS products as well, but this has given me my life back. It's given me hope. It's given me my family back. It's given me my marriage back. I'd lost everything. I honestly had. I haven't even gone down the rawness of how deep this actually had affected me. So you really need to look at getting onto these products, because they work from the inside out, and they take time, but they work. So
well, Jackie, that's the passion. That's who you are. Thanks for sharing from the heart. You're amazing, my friend. Folks, I mean, those are just 3 parts of our powerful formula of products. And, you know, I could go on and on with the different products, but we're here also to understand the business and understand what it is that makes this business work so well for so many people. So let's get into a little bit about our compensation plan. And then for those of you who want to stay for our second power hour of mastermind with our incredible Hall of Fame millionaire earners that are going to join Nancy and I, please do. That'll be at in about 10 minutes. We'll do that for an hour. So let me just give you a quick summary of how we took what we've shared with you tonight, a bit of the product, how we understand the money, what we believe is the simplest way to approach sharing this. It's 2 basic income structures inside a 7-tier compensation plan: immediate income and residual income. Once you understand that it's that simple, you'll get to understand that the company pays you. You don't have to worry about that. For your one-time $20 activation fee, there's no annual fee that you have to pay. The company will do all of the accounting work for you to pay your team, pay you, and so on. But inside that, there's a little bit of a structure we're going to have Dr. Chi talk about a little later. It's this thing we call triplication, you know, really getting your head around, who do I really want to work with? Who are the 3 key people that I think I might want to, you know, really understand and build a team with? And once you understand that, it's as simple as just really getting your head around the fact that you're going to take 3 people on a journey with you, and your 4th person, you're going to start doubling the amount of money you can make. It's that simple. Tonight, all I want you to understand is that there's something we call a legacy code. And once you get the person that invited you to send you the true compensation plan from our Share VALENTUS app, it's all connected to just a point, click, and share, you'll really get this picture a little bit better. It's incredible, because what we do in this business is we build a team as deep as we possibly can. We go and help as many people as possible, because the fire burns up in this form of business. It's all about helping more people make some money more often. If you get that concept, it's the millionaire's mindset, creating cash flow for as many people as possible, helping them understand that we're here to help them. They're going to do something. We're going to do something together. We're going to put a plan together. We're going to create stories together. And once we understand that the story is going to be all about showing them how numbers duplicate, it's not the masses of people you're going to sponsor. It's the basis of getting 2 or 3 people doing the same thing. And once you understand that basics, that's duplication. And the duplication comes in the form of just moving through some gears. In my mind, this is me and my approach to this. If I go to 5th gear at a red light and floor it, I'm going to stall. I got to know how to get to 5th gear. I got to go through the whole process that the team here is going to teach you. And once you understand that, it's just the same as a tree growing. You're going to have a tree in front of you, and that's you. And you're going to know there's roots in that ground. And you've got to get those roots to feed those leaves and get those branches to really grow. And that's our business. Look at that picture. You've got products, the shipping, the accounting, the warehousing, all done for you. And you're going to be attracted and working with mentors and team people that are going to share with you how to reach out to those branches and help them grow. When you understand that, the steps will come to you. We'll put an onboarding plan for you. We'll talk about that a little bit in our power hour with the leaders that are going to join us here. Ultimately, you've got 100% of your life left, folks. You've got to figure out what you're going to do with it. I know Nancy and I are so excited about our next 5 years. We've been here 5 years. We've got our next 5 years going into turbo power, hairs on fire, Mach 10, whatever you want to call it. You've got to decide if your future is now, today, or is it going to be, we're going to wait to see what happens tomorrow? No, today is your day. Ladies and gentlemen, when we look at our first 5 years in this company and taking 25 minutes to share this story with you with our 3 incredible testimonial guests, Brett and Julie and Jackie, you know, Nancy and I are so blessed to be here. Nancy, this product was a game changer for you. Just to maybe finish your thoughts around this, and then we'll let people maybe ask a couple of quick questions, take a break for 5 minutes, and then come back for our mastermind power hour.
Well, everybody knows I'm not that into the sciencey stuff, but this is a combination of minerals, and it actually enhances absolutely everything that you put into your body. So it works synergistically with all of our other products to be more absorbable when you actually take it. It actually makes your water, the oxygen in your water, more absorbable. It makes absolutely everything you take more absorbable. So this Prevail Max has been a real difference maker for me personally, because I've been taking it synergistically with my Emulin, and it's been able to help me with a lot of the problems that I've been dealing with inflammation and some thyroid disorders. So my Max and my Emulin combination has been a 1-2 punch for me, and I don't know what I would do without it.
Well, guys, listen, you know, we want to always get about a 25-minute presentation in here. Let folks have a quick break, leave their camera on, and come back. We can, you know, unmute ourselves here. Brett, maybe what we can do is stop the recording. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. As I said, we'll be back right at 8:30, back in front of this camera, and start inviting our guests to have our Mastermind Power Hour. But as we stop the recording, let's open up for a few questions.